Night 2 of SummerSlam. We got a lot to talk about, especially the main event. Hi, I'm RJ, Game News USA. This is Scooter, and we got a lot to go over. So if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Before we get to the main event, we got to talk about the opening match, the dud. But first, overall, me and Scooter both give this show a 9 out of 10. So we're just going to go ahead and point that out. But this opening match is the reason this pay-per-view was not a 10 out of 10. You had Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus the champ Naomi. And this match started off like a fucking clown show. This match had one of the worst spots I ever seen with like Rhea and Io standing there for what felt like an eternity waiting on Naomi to jump on them. You had Rhea and Io teaming up most of the match and failing to beat Naomi. A fruit roll-up for a victory. And by the way, standings-wise, Scooter beat me like 8-5 in points. So, congratulations to him. But this first match fucking sucked, which is crazy because I expected it to be good. Scooter, your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be good. I mean, you have three, of the better wrestlers in the company, talent-wise and everything. And, I mean, it just sucked. I mean, it should have started out with a bang. The pace should have been quick. But instead, it just didn't start out fast or nothing. Just slow as shit and just boring.
Luckily, business picked up after that because I was pleasantly surprised with the TLC match. There's like 6 tag teams. I care about none of them, but I don't give a fuck because it was absolute fucking carnage. Candice LeRae went through a ladder, for God's sake. They did a fake out sort of spear where, kind of like what they did like 25 years ago, but they didn't land it. Loved this match. Loved everything about this match. Wyatt 6 walk away with the belts like Scooter predicted out of the 6 teams. Scooter, what do you got about the TLC match?
Yep. I told you before that this was going to be one of my favorite matches, that it could steal the show, but, I mean, it wasn't what I thought, but it was still good. A lot of action, a lot of carnage. But, yeah, I figured White 6 would win. They needed to win the most. So, yep.
And then we moved on to, honest to God, the second best match of the night. Becky Lynch fought Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental title. And holy shit, the creativity in this match, the spots they did in this, basically it was like a no DQ match, right? Yeah. Toolbox, zip ties, a lot of the matches tonight were special stipulations. That clearly paid off. We had a feeling on paper night 2 would be better than night 1. It easily was. Night 1 I gave a 5 out of 10. This is a 9. And let me tell you something. This match right here had to be one of the best women's matches I've seen in a long time. And Becky Lynch ended up picking up the win, which I wanted Lyra to win. But that's fine. Shit happens. But yeah, this match was really fucking good. Scooter, your thoughts?
Yep, the creativity. There was, just like you said, there was kendo sticks, chairs,
crowbar,
table, zip tie, toolbox, everything. And, they work good together. They, just like you said earlier, you said that they work good together.
Even before they pulled out the weapons, they were very physical with each other. They have great physicality. They have great chemistry in the ring. I usually don't like to see rematch after rematch. I could watch these two do rematch after fucking rematch over and over and over again. It's the best work I've seen from Becky Lynch in years. Lyra is definitely an emerging star, much like Stephanie Van Kier, who unfortunately wasn't around for this pay-per-view. But that's beside the point. So at this point, we're running hot. We're running red hot after the last 2 matches. And we roll right into the steel cage match, which actually was pretty good. It was pretty decent. with Solo Sikoa winning. But of course, they gave Jacob Fatu the spot at the end with the moonsault. This match was fine. It's not one of the best ones on this card, but some match won't be. But this match, I was entertained by it. I thought there were some good spots here. I thought it fit right in the middle of the card. I got nothing really bad to say about this match. Scooter, your thoughts?
You know what? This is kind of the same situation where we maybe thought about how it would be the Sami Zayn and Cross match, where it'd be the dud of the night. You know, we wasn't expecting a lot out of it, but it was better than that. And yeah, Jacob, you know, for a big guy, he shows some athleticism, and he's a rising star.
And I actually am starting to care what is going on between these Samoans. They've told a decent story between all of them. But anyway, moving on to the second to last match. AJ Styles versus Dominic. This is exactly the kind of perfect match to have between all the greatness we've seen. And then right before the main event, a little bit comedic, a little bit silly, a little bit Ruthless Aggression era-like, early Ruthless Aggression era-like. You had AJ Styles come out in, a jalopy with fucking Eddie Guerrero pants on, and, you know, a lot of references to, what Dominic went through as a kid for his custody battle. And then the way that they were referencing Eddie with the chair, the fake-out chair, falling down with the ref, I thought it was really funny. So I found this match to be comical, even how Dominic won with the boot. Now, I was kind of going against the grain a little bit, thinking, let's have AJ win and give him a title. But I don't mind that Dom won here. Dom's going to be a dominant Intercontinental Champion. And I really like this match, too. What do you think, Scooter?
Yeah, it was a good match for what it was. As you said, there was some comedy in it with the fake out with the chair. With I thought it was cool that AJ came out dressed like, you know, in the same gear like Eddie wore. Came out in the lowrider with his son. That was pretty cool, you know. But yeah, it was funny. It was good.
Now, before we get to the main event, I'm going to say this. SummerSlam absolutely kicked the shit out of WrestleMania this year. I don't know how many years we've ever seen SummerSlam be better than WrestleMania, but this was one of them, and it wasn't even fucking close. Just night 2 alone, so much better than many WrestleManias the past decade. And this main event, I was super skeptical going in. We have to discuss why I was skeptical. It was a rematch of the WrestleMania 41 main event. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. I didn't understand why we were getting it again. I didn't get it. I didn't get why Cena turned face on the eve of this match. None of this makes sense. In fact, following the conclusion of this match, I still don't think it makes sense. But when they got between the fucking ring tonight, in this street fight, it was absolutely incredible, magical, memorable, and it's the best I've seen Cena in maybe 10 or 15 years. I don't know what the fuck he took today to perform the way he did, but I want it. I want it, and I fucking need it. He did a destroyer, for God's sakes. They went outside the ring, they did table shots, many false finishes, they had a lot of great spots, a lot of great moments. The only thing I didn't love was there was too much mutual respect here. Everybody that predicted, Cody's going to turn heel, that didn't happen. Everybody that thought, Cena's faking it out, he's still a heel, that didn't happen. They went full force face. It clearly shows they made a mistake ever turning Cena heel, and they course corrected on it. But at the end of the day, we got such a fucking good match. Even I can't bitch about the story. We'll have to see where it goes. And then, before we talk about the return of somebody, I want your thoughts, Scooter, on the match itself.
Yeah.
With Cody winning.
We both thought, well, this is gonna be a shit show. Look at how the match at WrestleMania was. You know, just like you said, there was many. is Cody done turn heel? Is all this just a ploy for Cena to fuck with, Cody and everything? Well, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I don't care that they both was face in this match. One hell of a match. And honestly, this is a match that I would go back and rewatch.
Yep, and Cody picking up the win whenever Cena still has 4 months in the company, that's where I'm shocked the most of all. Because we know Cena's never winning the title again. So I thought for sure Cena's just holding it till his very last match. Maybe he fights Cody a third time. Maybe it's LA Knight. Maybe it's another star that's rising. But no, he decides to drop it here. I feel like Cena himself had to go to creative and say, guys, I don't need to be champion. Let me pass this on. I got my 17. I don't have to hold it all the way to the end of my career. And it might pay off. Because now that you got Seth in storylines with the title, you have Cody in storylines with the title, Cena can fight anybody, not worry about a title, not worry about a predictable result of him winning. And exactly what we got at the end of this match, after the match, Brock fucking Lesnar came back in a shock return, laid out Cena, and he looks absolutely fucking fire, built like a brick shithouse. And I want to see Brock and Cena fight now. I do. Would I have liked to see it with the title on the line? Maybe. But Brock might go over Cena for all we know. I don't know. Because now the title's out of the picture, that might be a blessing in disguise for these kind of matches. Scooter, your thoughts on Brock?
You saw my face. I was fucking shocked.
It was a shocking return.
I didn't think he was going to come back with everything that happened with the scandal and all that jazz. It's been, 2.5? It's been like 2.5 years since Lesnar's, been back. He looks like he's in good shape. He looks healthy. Yeah, one hell of a return. And Cena looked like he was fucking scared to death because the last time they fought, Lesnar beat the shit out of him. And so, yeah. But yeah, one hell of a return. One hell of a way of ending the pay-per-view.
One hell of a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Night 2 at least.
Yep. But yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 overall. But I do want to touch on one more thing. Where does this leave Cody? We've already seen him be a face champion for a year. We've already seen him run through all the heels. The company is short on heels. Without him turning heel in this match, feels like something might have been missing here just a touch. He could have still turned heel. Lesnar still could have come out after. Maybe not, because you already had the shock of Lesnar coming back. You don't need the double shock of Cody turning heel. But I don't know where this leaves Cody, because who could he fight next? I can't even tell you right now. None of it doesn't make sense for me that Cody is again the face champion only 4 months after he was the face champion. And I would have to assume if they gave him the belt right back, he's holding it till WrestleMania. And I guess my question is, are we finally going to get Cody versus The Rock one-on-one next year at WrestleMania? I don't know. Where does this leave The Rock? Where does it leave the storyline about the soul? Did Triple H just shit all over that, abandon The Rock's plan, do his own plan? There's a lot more questions than answers. Sometimes that's good because it'll keep you watching and keep you curious what's going to happen. But I don't know where this leaves Cody. If I had to guess, his next opponent, I mean, he's not dropping the belt anytime soon, so he's got to face a heel that he could beat. And it's going to be in the Clash of Paris. I'm racking my brain, man. Scooty, got any ideas who the fuck he's going to fight?
Let's see here. So he would be on Raw, correct?
No, SmackDown.
SmackDown?
Yeah. I mean, is there anybody for Cody to fight? Honestly, that's where I have an issue with him being a face.
Maybe Drew? I don't know. I mean,
there's nobody great to make sense, man. But we'll have to check that out as we go
Yeah.
on. But yeah, overall, great show, guys. Very pleased. Happy you stopped by and watched the video. Comment below your thoughts. And we'll see you on the next one.